Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Krusty on GTA 5 trying to deliver some cargo with a plane. However, FailRace Police Department, in their infinite wisdom, actually did something good this time around. Turns out, a helicopter on the wing of a plane can cause it to go down. Somehow the helicopter didn't explode in that either. Welsh Toast up next, managing to lose a bike. Yep, that's a bike that is long gone. Now, you never really see where it went. It turns out it launched itself all the way onto the roof. That's quite a flight. That is quite a flight for the bike, and it still works. After all of that, it still works and can be got off the roof. A little bit difficult, but it can be done. Golden Piggy up next on GTA 5 as well, doing a race. Comes around a corner, not only is there a little bit of street furniture, but a bike has fallen over in the middle of the road. Player doesn't realise that. Hits the bike, goes for a massive, massive flip. A little bit stuck with the roof. Next car around the corner does exactly, well, I say almost exactly the same thing. It bounces across, gets a little bit more lucky in all of that. Danger Man up next on GTA 5. Now, this was during one of the mad races we have done recently. At the very end of the race, vehicle ahead blows up, a missile pod. The thing is, a bit of the kind of like a metal stand for it gets stuck underneath Danger Man's vehicle that launches it into the air. However, as it gets airborne, it hits a boost pad, and you don't have any control of your vehicle once it's hitting these boost pads. So it's flung up, spun around, then spat off the circuit towards the water, pings through a couple of trees before coming to a rest in the drink. All because of one bit of metal debris. It's a pretty mad circuit to begin with, but that's a long old flight. Countdown to Crash up next, also on GTA 5, is trying to be sneaky and avoid some stop sticks, trying to make up some time. The thing is, they were rather important for this track, and things go, shall we say, rather wrong. It's almost well enough recovered, just a little too far on the jump, and manages to land it perfectly down, I think like an elevator shaft or something. Either way, the car explodes at the bottom. Well done indeed. I don't think you could do that if you tried. Invisible AK up next on Horizon 4 is running a cross-country race. There are plenty of SUVs battling their way around here. Now watch out for the white Maserati. As it goes across, it just pings up into space, across the nose of the player car, pings up into space. It actually comes back down, and player too busy trying to see where the Maserati went and ends up in the hay bale. An effective manoeuvre, effective distracto manoeuvre right there from the Maserati, that's for sure. Steel Guns up next on Need for Speed Heat is racing around, gets things a little bit wrong, clips a barrier, and that's a lot of cartwheels for the poor Mustang. She's got a tiny bit of twitch, and once that's going on, very difficult to save it, and off it goes spiralling around. The Hairy Viker up next on Assassin's Creed Black Flag with the Boat Ghost. Yes, now I've seen peculiar things go on with the boats in this game. I've not seen this one before. Yes, that is spirit constantly falling there. I don't know how it's ended up there. I don't even know if it's supposed to be part of the crew or whether it was someone trying to board. No idea, but for whatever reason, there is some spirit is stuck haunting this boat, and there is absolutely nothing that they can really be done about it. Just kind of sail around, and I guess it's there. Sure. Why not? Why not have a haunted boat? Shadow Wara up next on Wreckfest is racing around one of the dirt ovals when things go a little bit wrong for the Limmer. Gets the line a smidge wrong, ends up across sort of like central reservation, pings off the roof of a car. We're going to go for a spin around on top of that before the multiple rolls occur. It's a dangerous place to end up sort of landing awkwardly. Just unlucky that it happened to land on a roof. It's still not quite finished its crash. Just got carried by everybody along that particular section. Now, up next we have Harry, also on Wreckfest, was trying to do a bus demo derby. However, for whatever reason, when the game loaded in, it's loaded into not the right map. This is the Deathloop part. Essentially, this is not a demo derby arena. The buses spawned in on top of one another. Nothing really knows what's going on here. The AIs in this don't really know what to do because, well, they're not supposed to be here. Everything's just kind of clustered about on the grid. I mean, the grid's not really... The game was spawning them in a way that they shouldn't have been because it's not how the grid was supposed to... It's very weird. It's very... very weird indeed. I mean, the buses are... Some of them are still moving. Like, the AI aren't entirely stuck. So I guess you can at least finish the game mode a bit. Well, most of them are moving. It's kind of a bit of a cluster going on here. So, yeah, that is a new one. That It's a new one. I don't know how far around the death loop you could have got, actually. TSG and Azenturi, sorry, on Far Cry 4, driving around, minding their own business, has spotted I presume like a roadblock or checkpoint or something that the baddies had occupied. They are now no more. The thing is, the jeeps are still stuck on the road, and as AI vehicles come along this part, they don't really know what to do. There was already one van around all over the place. I have a little bit of a look around. Another van comes through. That's still going to not really drive properly. Then we have another pickup truck. Is that going to make the chicane? Nope. Nope. It made the chicane a little bit easier to do. That's definitely an attempt. Not a very high scoring one. In fact, it's made the chicane mildly easier, but has turned one of the pickups. Now, up next, we have another contender. It's another pickup truck. Will this make... No, almost. Almost. It was a really good effort. It almost made the chicane, and then it bailed out of it, and now it's now reshuffling the chicane. In the distance, there's another van that's had a panic because of an elephant. Is that going to be able to make the chicane? Could we get a vehicle through here? It's almost done it! It got through... It actually made it through the chicane. That's a solid 8 out of 10 through the chicane. Oh, now there's another car the other side. I mean, the van has still got the closest. It sorted itself out. That is definitely the best attempt at the chicane. What about that pickup truck? Well, it's made it through with a bit of a last-minute handbrake turn. Amazing. Apparently, all you need is 2 vehicles, and you can confuse the Far Cry 4 AI immensely. Probably quite a fun little mini-game. That, though, is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. At the very top of the page is the FailRace clips and mission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.